15 years ago, on November 26, 10 Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists stormed into the financial capital of the country with the sole aim of breaking it to the core. Let's unfold the 26/11 tragedy. This is Krishnendu Nair. In the history of terrorism, the 26/11 Mumbai terror attack was as innovative as 9/11 attack on the US. While passenger planes were first used as weapons of destruction during 9/11, the Mumbai attacks witnessed an unprecedented feature of real-time operational control of terrorist activities from foreign soil. On the night of November 26, 2008, 10 Pakistani terrorists of the Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorist group entered the southern city of Mumbai by sea from Karachi. The journey was undetected by the Indian Navy for 38 hours. The journey with the sole purpose of destroying the financial capital. Finally, they infiltrated Mumbai and attacked many places in the city. 166 people lost their lives and more than 300 were injured in their indiscriminate attack over 4 days. On the last day of the attack on November 29, 2008, National Security Guards were deployed to evict terrorism from the Taj Hotel. Operation Tornado was conducted. 9 terrorists linked to Pakistan's Lashkar-e-Toiba or LET were gunned down and the remaining 10th, Kazab, was taken into custody. He was found guilty and sentenced to death and later hanged on 21 of November 2012. They carefully selected the targets after studying for maximum impact. Taj, Oberoi Hotels, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, Jewish Center at Nariman House, Leopold Cafe. These places are frequently visited by Europeans, Indians and Jews. In the era of 26/11, the ability of terrorist handlers to use the country's free electronic media for further destruction and real-time feedback is also important and noted. Competitive Indian television coverage of the Mumbai attacks that broadcasted minute-to-minute details to domestic audience served as a barometer of the damage. It inflicted the psyche of India and the resulting panic, the two most important targets of any terrorist group. This enabled Pakistani handlers to calibrate attacks using ground-level terrorist cell phones. Like the attack on Americans in September 2001, simultaneous attacks on targets were carried out. This surprise attack left the Mumbai police and public in complete confusion. Another new feature was an elaborate subterfuge devised by handlers to communicate via voice over internet protocol or VoIP using foreign cell phone numbers. Perhaps for the first time in the history of terrorism, terrorists engaged police teams in live combat at 5 locations. There was no live combat during 9/11, neither the March 11, 2004 Madrid railway bombings that killed 191, nor the July 7, 2005 London attacks that killed 52. In fact, the Mumbai 26/11 attacks in November 2015 involved live combat on 6 targets. It became a template for the Paris attack that killed over 130 people. Like the 9/11 attacks, the Mumbai attacks caused panic, especially in the US. The US Department of Homeland Security or DHS drafted a coast guard plan in April 2008. The preparations came after the realization that there were 17 million small bots off the US coast and the fear that some of them could be used for terrorist activities by Al-Qaeda. Thus, when 26/11 happened, Lashkar-e-Taiba, because of its close ties to Al-Qaeda, 26/11 was seen as a rehearsal for similar attack on the US. Before India began investigating the worst terrorist attack on our soil, the US Senate Homeland Security Committee held a hearing on 9th of January 2009 to discuss the Mumbai 26/11 attack and how similar tactics could affect US security. Ahead of the 15th anniversary of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, Pakistan-based terror outfit Lashkar-e-Taiba has been listed as a terrorist organization by Israel. This comes as Israel war with Hamas continues. Israeli Foreign Ministry spokesman Lior Hayat said the status, which took effect in 2013, was recently reinstated in official documents. 6 Jews were among those killed during the attack, in which terrorists held residents hostage at the Chabad or Nariman House Jewish Center. Israel's move comes at a time when India was asked to declare Hamas a terrorist organization. Last month, while interacting with journalists, Israel's ambassador to India, Noor Gillon said that the time has come to declare Hamas a terrorist organization as many other countries have done. Countries and groups such as the US, UK, European Union, Canada, Australia and Japan have declared Hamas a terrorist organization.